Good morning, dear students. In the last class, we discussed about the light lesson. So in that I assigned some homework. I hope all of you done that, uh, and also you need to write in the points book. Okay. Now, in the last class, we discussed about what do you mean by reflection. Okay, what do you mean by reflection of light? Is one of the property of a light. So the reflection. So that is the phenomena of bouncing back of light when it falls on a one surface. So the bouncing back of light is known as a reflection of light. Okay, now we'll see what are the laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. As a examination point of view, this is very important. This is very important for a 2 marks. In the exam they may ask in the science paper, in the physics part, they ask that to write the laws of reflection for 1 mark or for 2 marks. So we have here 2 laws. What is that law states? We'll see with a diagram. So this type of diagrams are known as ray diagrams. So see here, this is the surface. This is a surface, plane surface. It may be a mirror or it may be anything, plane surface. So this is surface. Okay, on this surface, take a line. So this is known as, we know already, we did this is incident ray. Okay, and this is reflected ray. Okay, this incident ray, this reflected ray, and this is the normal line. This is the normal line drawn. Okay, we can name this, and also we need to draw the arrow mark. This is known as ray diagrams. Why ray diagrams? We need to draw the arrow mark here. Okay, so this is O, point of incidence, and this is normal N. Here this is N dash. Okay, I can call this as A, and I can call this as B. Okay, now here the first law states that, so the line, this is the incident ray. AO is a incident ray, BO is the reflected ray, and NO N dash is the normal drawn. So all these three lines say at the same point, meet at the same point. Are you able to see here? This incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal drawn all lies in a same point. This is the first law of reflection. The first law of reflection is the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal drawn all lies in a same point. Okay, this is the first law of reflection. And what is second law? Second law is here. Suppose the angle of incidence. So the angle of incidence, it may be of around 45 degree. Okay, so the angle of incident on the surface, incident ray falls on the surface by 45 degree. So the same, with the same angle, it is reflected. The angle of reflection also 45 degree. If the angle of incidence is 45 degree, then the angle of reflection also 45 degree. So that is the second law. The angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. I hope all of you understood. Yes, so make a note of this, laws of reflection. So these are the laws of reflection. So that is, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, and the incident ray, the normal to the mirror at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray all lies in the same plane. These are the two laws you should remember and make a note in the points book. I hope all of you understood this. These are known as a laws of reflection. There we have two laws. So first law, there is no first law, second law. So you can take any of the laws. Only two laws we have. In that first, is the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. And next one, the incident ray, the normal to the plane at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray all lies in a same plane. Okay. So next point. So next we'll move to the types of reflection. There are two types of reflections. So one is regular reflection another is a diffuse reflection they called. You can write it as a irregular reflection. Irregular reflection. Okay, so what do you mean by irregular reflection? So see here, look into this diagram. This is a plane surface. Okay, plain smooth polished surface. So when a light falls on the plane surface, see the incident rays and see the reflected rays, so all are in the same, so you can see the regular reflection. So when you see your face in the mirror, so you will get the same image what you have, so that is the regular reflection. When you take the new plate, steel plate, steel plate, when you see your face in the mirror, when you see the face in the plate, so you'll get your image clearly. But the same steel plate, if you use for around 3 months or 6 months after washing and doing all those things, when you see your face, you're not able to see the face clearly compared to the beginning. So why? Because when you're washing and all the polish whatever it is there in the surface, it will, what happen, it will remove and the surface becomes scratches, minute scratches, microscopic scratches. So then that surface is known as a irregular surface. Okay, so so then when the light falls on the, see here the lights are falling on the surface, on the irregular surface. So then what happened, the reflected rays also irregular. So such type of reflection is known as a irregular reflection. So regular reflection in the sense, when a smooth, when a line when a ray of light falls on a smooth or polished surface, then the type of reflection is known as regular reflection. When a light falls on the hard, what is it, not a smooth surface, that is a rough surface, so then we can call that as a irregular reflections. Okay, so here I gave the definition, so just make a note on this. So a regular reflection, okay, regular reflections. So you can draw this diagram also in your points book. So when a beam of light, when a beam of light when a beam of parallel light rays is incident on a smooth and plane surface, the reflected rays will be parallel. This type of reflection is called regular reflection. So here this is the regular reflection. And next is irregular reflection. When a beam of parallel light rays is scattered in all direction, therefore parallel rays incident on the surface will reflect in different directions. So this type of reflection is called as a irregular or diffused reflection. So why it happens? Because the surface is not smooth. Because the surface is not smooth. Here, this is the surface. In this, the surface is not smooth. When a beam of light falls regularly, but the reflected rays is not regular. It may be one ray may go like this side, one ray may go this side like this. So suppose the ray of light what it's coming is equal to the ray of reflection, so then it is okay. So when it is not possible, then only uh, we're not able to get the regular reflection. So the best example for this is, yes, take a new stainless steel spoon or what is that, plate. You can see your face clearly in that. But the same plate, if used for an 3 months or 6 months after regular washing and all those things, you're not able to see your face clearly in that same plate. Why? Because when you are washing and all, what happen, that minute marks will be there on that. So then it is not a smooth surface. By touching, by looking, it look like a smooth, but if you see in a microscopic, it has so many scratches. Because of that scratches, what happen, reflection process will not take clearly. So if it happens, we're not able to see our face clearly in the used plates, stainless steel plates. Okay, this is how we can call it as a regular and irregular reflection. Okay, in the classwork what you do, sorry, in the points book you write this one, laws of reflection. Okay, there are two laws, these two you write, and also you write the types of reflection and you give an example. So for the types of reflection, for regular reflection, the example you can give is where you can see the regular reflection. So you can see the regular reflection in the plane mirror, stagnant plain water, etc. And irregular reflection, or you can write here new plate, steel plate. And irregular reflection, old steel plate, okay, and other than rough surfaces. Okay, these are all examples where you can see the irregular reflections. I hope all of you understood. So copy this in the class points book. Okay, so make notes like this. So the remaining thing we'll see in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.